Once upon a time in a small coastal town, there lived a curious little boy named Joe. Joe had a fascination for the ocean and its mysterious creatures. Every day, he would stand on the shore, his tiny feet sinking into the warm sand, eyes wide and sparkling as he watched the waves crash onto the shore. One sunny afternoon, while watching the sea, Joe noticed a man emerging from the water. His muscular figure was draped in green and gold, and he had a trident in his hand. It was Aquaman, the superhero from Joe's comic books. "Hello, young Joe," Aquaman greeted with a smile. "I've heard about your love for the sea. Would you like to join me on an underwater adventure?" Thrilled beyond words, Joe nodded eagerly. With a wave of his trident, Aquaman created a bubble around Joe, allowing him to breathe underwater. Together, they dove into the majestic ocean. Their first stop was the Coral Reef, a vibrant city under the sea, bustling with life. Aquaman introduced Joe to the clownfish, who played hide-and-seek amongst the anemones. They giggled as the starfish told stories about their day, and Joe was fascinated by the seahorses, who carried their babies in pouches just like kangaroos. Next, they visited the darker depths of the ocean, where the sunlight barely reached. Here, they met the bioluminescent creatures like the anglerfish and the jellyfish, who glowed in the dark, casting an eerie yet beautiful light in the deep sea. Throughout the journey, Aquaman explained to Joe how each creature played a vital role in maintaining the balance of the ocean ecosystem. Joe listened intently, his eyes wide with awe and curiosity. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a group of sea turtles tangled in a discarded fishing net. Seeing the creatures in distress, Joe felt a rush of determination. He looked at Aquaman, who nodded. "Remember, Joe, we are here to protect and respect these creatures." With Aquaman's guidance, Joe carefully untangled the turtles, setting them free. The turtles, grateful for their rescue, swam joyfully around Joe, their shells brushing against him in a gentle thank you. As the sun started to set, Joe and Aquaman returned to the shore. Joe thanked Aquaman for the incredible adventure and promised to share what he learned about the ocean and its inhabitants. That night, as Joe drifted off to sleep, he dreamed of colorful coral reefs, glowing creatures, and the new friends he had made. He knew he would always cherish his underwater adventure and the valuable lessons he learned. And so, our story comes to an end, dear listeners. But remember, just like Joe, each one of us has a role to play in protecting our oceans and the creatures that call it home. Now, close your eyes and drift off into the magical world of dreams, just like Joe did after his big adventure. Good night. So, what do you think Joe will dream about tonight? And what adventures will tomorrow bring for our brave little explorer?